Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new stream. Hopefully, you're all well.
We have all we need now, yes, Capitan? We go at your command.
Of course, we're starting the stream off with a Kale Perico heist. And on the cooldown, I'm going to do some casino preps. The preps will get done, but I'm not sure if the heist will. We're going to go for 3 hours on this stream.
Esperen ahí. Why can't you assholes be on time for once, eh? Arms out, let's go. Okay, wait over there. They will bring it soon. Go on.
This time I thought we would be caught for sure. You really must look like a smuggler. Your equipment's in the hangar.
I've got 3 weeds.
Kill Americans with your self-sufficiency, infiltrating private islands on your own. In Russia, we bring friends, and our friends bring bags. More bags, more money in bags. Perhaps next time, yes? GPS trace acquired. I have your location. Once you're inside the compound, I will be able to see you on CCTV. Do not worry about having enough space in your bag for main objective. I have installed special compartment for it. I love this job. Let's make some money. Remember, cameras everywhere. Almost like Mr. Rubio feels a little paranoid sometimes. Power station just up ahead. Take it out to bring the cameras down.
We don't need to do that, Pavel. What we do need to do is watch this camera.
You remember when we first came here?
We are going to use the truck as well, because why not?
Party energy now, huh? Okay. Remember, if you come across a disguise, do not push your luck. It will buy you time, but if a guard looks carefully, he will see through it. And do not try to fool around.
I don't get the truck too often, so I might as well use it this time.
Alright, next step. Find the truck and drive straight through the main gate.
There we go. Only reason I took that guard out over there is because there's been times where I've collected loot and that guard is actually sores and I've been detected when I was collecting the loot, so I just took the guard and the camera out. Camera so it didn't see the guard obviously in the guards, so I didn't risk getting alerted. Yeah, this thing's really slow compared to the bike. But the good thing about doing it this way is that you can just drive straight in.
before they see through your disguise.
Hello, Boss Gaming. How's it going?
Back in the same saddle, huh, Capitan? You know, I think Mr. Rubio is best thing that ever happened to us. And we are worst thing ever happened to him, huh? Checkpoint up ahead. After this, the compound. Alright, playtime is finished. As soon as we get into the compound, the real work begins. No matter what happens, never forget the primary objective.
Control. Un camión en la puerta principal. Atentos. Hold up. Let's take a look at you. Okay. ¿Se ve bien? Voy a dejar pasar.
Yeah, 'cause I don't use the truck all that often when I do the heist, but on this one it spawned at the airstrip. And the disguises were there and there was decent loot, so we took it.
Hey, we need to stay in here. Bodyguards only in there.
It's good to be back. You know where to go by now, and do not forget, the bodyguards will not be fooled by your disguise. Watch out for the Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards. They patrol this area. They will know every soldier on the island. Them you cannot fool, no matter what you are wearing.
At least we got the keys already. What am I going to do for 2 hours? Well, most of that time I'm going to be spent prepping my casino heist. That's what I'll be doing for half of the time. It's not a big deal anyways. There's other activities in this game apart from KO. The only thing about KO is that it makes you the most money.
He has a fingerprint scan here too? Alright, we follow the usual plan. Cycle through the partial prints to match the target print. And the tool will do the rest.
Hello PS5 gamer, my weekend's been good. How's yours been?
You're through. It cannot be far. Okay, time to focus, yes. This display case is bulletproof and bomb-proof. The only way in is the plasma cutter. One slip, you lose your finger. Big slip, well, just ask my uncle.
1.5 is good.
Will not drink this,
1.5 is pretty good considering tequila.
in which case I will bring the caviar. We cannot go out using the same truck. We're going to need another exit route.
Good morning, Fat Chinese Gaming. How's it going? Pretty much done here. Yeah, it's funny how KOs always go quite well when you do them solo, but when you do them with friends, a lot of the time they go wrong.
Good work. The compound is behind us, and they still have no idea what's hit them. We are almost home. Just get out.
Yeah, I'm gonna reply to those football comments in a moment. Just finish this.
Perhaps too much. Your chosen extraction point is on your GPS now. Main docks. Go. Your entry plane should still be where you left it. If you want to
Wait for them to get closer. There we go. I like to exit this way because it gets the heist done quick, so
this time is the straw that breaks the camel's hump.
I just take that one guy out in the vehicle so I don't get alerted. So then I can just leave in stealth.
Water is full of factors. You will need
Right, let's look at these comments now.
expect your uniforms to
It's been good, but Liverpool lost yesterday. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Liverpool this season. You know, they beat Man City and you think, oh, Liverpool going to go on a bit of a run. And then you just lose to Nottingham Forest. I don't know what's going on with Liverpool this season. But if Liverpool continue the way that they've been playing and the way they've been doing overall, they're not even going to get in the Champions League. Very poor. You know, some people say it's because they've lost Sadio Mane, but surely one player can't make a team this bad. There's something wrong at Liverpool, whether that's on the pitch with the players, whether that's in the dressing room. There's something wrong at Liverpool this season because Liverpool shouldn't be where they are on the table. I'm going to say this as well. The team I support are above Liverpool. I support Newcastle. We were in the bottom three for large periods of last season. We're above Liverpool this season. I know it's early days, but Liverpool have been very poor. And unless there's a big turnaround, there's a possibility that Liverpool might not even get the Champions League this season. Which last season I wouldn't imagine us saying that, but Liverpool are poor. You can't be losing to Nottingham Forest. I know he's away from home, but you can't be losing to Nottingham Forest. I know he's had a lot of chances. I watched it on Match of the Day. He did have chances, but you've got to put your chances away in the Premier League because if you don't, you get punished. Sadly, we lost 3-1 yesterday, but as a team, expect to lose that. Second half, we were much better. Even Man United can't play as well as we did. Yeah, they weren't bad, Brighton, but they don't have the quality like Man City, and I think in the end, the quality of Haaland, De Bruyne just showed in the end, and that's what lost Brighton the game. But they didn't really play badly. Just obviously Man City had the quality in the end. Remember Sheffield United when Henderson go back to United, they go down. Nah, it's not all about one player though. Sheffield United weren't good enough to be in the Premier League. They are rich, that's how they get their quality. Yeah, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. You need money and you need to invest into good players to be successful. That's just the way football is. If you don't do that, then you're not going to be up there with the best. You know, to be the best, you've got to have, you know, owners with a lot of money. You've got to have good players, and you've got to have a good manager as well. That's the key to success, I would say, in the present day. But now in my team, we're in 6th in the table. We've got a tough game today against Tottenham. I would honestly take a draw. Tottenham are a very good team. It's going to be a tricky one. I'm predicting 2-0 to Tottenham. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm hoping that we can get something. But, you know, I know how good Tottenham are under Conte, and it's going to be a really tough game. It's actually 3rd versus 6th though. Can you believe that? I mean, I kind of believe that Tottenham are third, but I can't believe Newcastle are sixth in the table.
Hey, so these weapons, yeah, the ones that
Yeah, big problems for Liverpool,
best option is a cache of Vagos.
and I don't really understand why.
I know, kinda inconvenient. But you could
With Newcastle, we've got the owners and we've got the manager, but we need to get the quality players in. We have some quality, but we need more. We've got the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, Kieran Trippier, Alan St. Maximin. They're quality players. Miguel Almiron he's decent, but an upgrade wouldn't be bad. We've got some quality players, like I say. You know, it's especially Bruno and St. Maximin. Sadly, St. Maximin's been out injured, but there are two main quality players, I would say. Callum Wilson isn't bad, but the problem with Callum Wilson is he's very injury prone. Callum Wilson scores goals when he's fit, but he gets injured too much. And when he gets injured, we're left with Chris Wood and Isak, who's good, but then we have to use like Chris Wood off the bench if Isak gets tired, which isn't ideal. But you're going down. I'm not sure that Brighton will go down. I'm not sure I agree with you on that. I think Bournemouth and Fulham, not Bournemouth and Fulham. I think Bournemouth and Forest will probably go down, but I'm unsure on that third relegation spot. I think Fulham will stay up. I think Fulham have been really impressive this season. Fulham have been very impressive for a newly promoted team. I think Fulham will stay up, but I can see Forest and Bournemouth going down. Especially Forest. Forest are just poor. I'm sorry that there's a Liverpool fan in the chat and you got beat off them yesterday, but Nottingham Forest are not a good team. I'm sorry. It's on midfield. It's on midfield. They are past it. But you had the same midfield last season though, and you finished second. You've added Carvalho to your squad. You've added Darwin Núñez to your squad. You've got rid of Mane. Your squad's not much different from last year, and you finished second last year. But I agree. Liverpool's midfield could do with some work. You've got an aging Jordan Henderson for starts. You've got Fabinho, Thiago is probably aging, I think. Fabinho's almost 30, so he's starting to age as well. Did you see big creepy truck? I didn't. Chelsea game was weird. Chelsea were poor yesterday. The Chelsea game, I thought Man United started really well and controlled the game from the start, but in the second half, I thought Chelsea were actually a better team. And obviously near the end, Chelsea scored through that penalty, which I thought it was a penalty. I think McTominay does bring him down in the box, but obviously Chelsea equalised with the. Not Chelsea, for God's sake. Man United equalised with the header from... who was it? The header from Casemiro. Man United equalised, which it was a good header. Really good header from Casemiro. I would say, on the run of play, a draw is not that unfair of a result. You know, I thought Man United were better in the first half, but I thought Chelsea were better in the second. Scott McDonald just wants a hug. Yeah, it was certainly a foul by McTominay. But yeah, my team have a tough game today. I'll honestly take a draw against Tottenham.
Your gunman will stash the unmarked weapons at the casino for you. They'll likely be dropped in the laundry room.
I'll just use this.
You might want to remember this on the heist. Otherwise, you'll be down to just a pistol.
I don't think Man City were actually brilliant, but the thing with the good teams, the teams who win the league and all that, sometimes they have bad games, the games where they don't perform that good, but they still get the points. And that's a big sign of a good team. Even if you can play terribly and pick up points. Just make sure your players don't refuse to play and leave the stadium early. I'm sure you may get a point. I don't think the Newcastle players will do that. I think our players have more respect than that. I think our players are committed to what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve. And I don't think any of our players would do that. I think they're very committed to the challenge. I think they'll give it their all against Tottenham, and that's all we can do. We know Tottenham have more quality than us, but all we can do is give it our all and compete. And that's all I want to see today. I'll be watching the game, it's on Sky, but that's what I want to see. I want to see us competing. As long as we compete, I'll be happy. Even if we lose, but we've played well. Like, I'm not going to be too angry about that. Hello, Sonny. How's it going? As long as we put in a performance and we try our best, that's all I ask. That's all Newcastle fans ask from the team, that we try our best. You know, we're not expecting to be up in the top 6 this season. We just want a team that tries the best and gives their all in every game that they play. You know, I don't think as a football fan that's a bad expectation. What's my prediction? Well, I've gone for 2-0 Tottenham, to be honest, but if we play to the best of our ability, there's no reason why we can't get a point. You know, we've taken a point off Man City this season. You argue we're unlucky not to get a point off Liverpool as well, with that late winner that they scored. We haven't done too bad against the better teams, let's say. Isak's still injured. He won't be playing today, so it will be, I would assume it'll be Wilson starting because he's back from injury. And I assume Chris Wood will be on the bench. There's nobody else we're going to use. I think St. Maximin's still injured as well. So we might start Almiron on the right and Fraser on the left. Fraser can play on either side anyways. Well, all the wingers can play on either wing, really.
When we hit the casino, you want to get out of there quick, right? Good. Because you're getting
Any winger can predominantly play on the left, but play on the right for one game or whatever.
the race and land your new set of wheels.
The thing with Almiron's like an inverted winger. Because he starts on the right, but he's actually left-footed. Almiron's an inverted winger. So is Saint Maximin. Saint Maximin's right-footed, but he predominantly plays on the left wing. But of course, Saint Maximin can play on the right. And of course, Fraser can play on the left as well. Yeah, I know Gerrard got sacked. I felt a bit bad for him, to be honest, but I wasn't surprised. As a Newcastle supporter, I respect Gerrard. I like Gerrard, but I'm enjoying seeing Villa doing badly. After the way they mocked us when we went down, I'm happy seeing Villa doing bad. I wouldn't care if Villa went down. I really wouldn't. I'd rather Norwich stayed in the Premier League. I can't stand Villa. I really can't. I'm not going to say I hate them because hate's a strong word, but I can't really stand them, to be honest. But Steven Gerrard, I don't mind. I'm hoping Brighton don't go down because I want Villa to go down instead. I know Forest beat Liverpool yesterday, but I still think Forest will go down because I don't think overall in the season Forest will pick up enough points to stay up. I don't think Brighton will go down. I think they'll stay up. You know, just have a look at the table as well. I think there's 3 worst teams in Brighton. It's funny as well because Brighton finished in the top 10 last season, and now you're saying, "Oh, will they go down?" So have you finally realised that my team are going to finish above yours? Because we won't be anywhere near the bottom 3. We'll be more top 10, solid top 10. I don't think Brighton will go down. I think Brighton have some quality players. I think they're almost slightly too good to go down. Especially, I was watching Match of the Day last night, and that Trossard is some player. I saw the goal he scored against Man City. It's a pretty good goal. Brighton won't go down. They need to give the new manager time. I mean. Yeah, I can't see Brighton going down. Someone rich purchase your team. Of course, now your team is better. Well, to be honest with you, we deserve the change of ownership because we've had to put up with Mike Ashley's crap for the last 14 years. Under Mike Ashley, we were just going into a Premier League season trying to stay up. We had 2 bloody relegations under his ownership. So do you not think we deserve? Not think we deserve for our team to start doing better now, after 14 years of basically neglect from our owner. 2 relegations for a team that has a 50-odd thousand capacity stadium, where our fans go up and down the country to watch us play. One of the loyalist fan bases in England, you could argue, and they're going in watching a team losing most weeks, scraping to stay up, or even getting relegated. I think we deserve to be taken over by a rich owner. You know, with fans and with support is second to none. And of course other fans will complain about the ownership, and they'll complain about the human rights and all that, because that's what other football fans will do. But it's tough luck. You wouldn't be saying that if it was your club getting taken over, would you? Of course you wouldn't. You wouldn't be saying that at all if it was your club getting taken over. You'd be saying exactly what I'm saying. Of course you would. Oh, I tried to escape without dying. Breaking news: Mike Ashley has purchased Aston Villa and hired Steve Bruce to become their new manager. Also have Phil Jones as their assistant manager. You do know Steve Bruce actually managed Aston Villa at one point as well. Oh my god. Yeah, I know they did. Steve Bruce has kind of wrecked West Brom, not gonna lie. West Brom are like in the bottom 4 of the Championship. Where am I getting shot from, man? Oh, this prick there. Meant to say higher. Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say hide. Oh yeah, you said hide, but I read higher because I guess I knew what you meant. Yeah, but any fan would be happy if their club got purchased by billionaires and they actually got owners who cared about the club. Any club would be happy about that. You know? I bet you nobody was questioning when Man City got taken over by Sheikh Mansour. Bet you they weren't. But the thing is, the human rights stuff, it's not good, but it's got nothing to do with football, so, you know, keep that aside. I also know that he said he's a Newcastle fan that used to be a manager of Sunderland. Makes perfect sense. Imagine you were a manager of Birmingham and then go on and manage Villa. Yeah, makes loads of sense, you know. That's like me going on managing Sunderland. I wouldn't do it for any money. You know, there's rivalry in football for a reason. Newcastle and Sunderland do not like each other. You know, I would not go and manage Sunderland. Nope. Not for any money. I'll tell you something though, it's going to be another season. Next season there won't be any time we had Derby. Yeah, I know that. I know about Harry Kane. I don't really care. I'm just talking about what I'd do. And I wouldn't manage my rivals for any money. I'm not really bothered what Harry Kane did. I'm talking about what I would do. You don't manage your rivals and claim you're a fan of the other team. I just don't think that's right. It's unloyal. And Bruce managing Birmingham, Aston Villa, I think he managed both Sheffield clubs as well. That's disloyal. That's exactly what it is. Disloyal.
You might remember I directed your attention to some keypads when you were looking around the casino. Yeah, if we want to hack them, which we do, we're gonna need some FIB technology from their building on Pillbox Hill. But first, I'm directing you to some pretty awful G-men with passes to get you in. Thanks to your wardrobe, you don't have to pull a suit off a bloody corpse today. But, you do need to take a security pass off.
I'm just saying what I do. I mean, people are different. Some people are unloyal. it's a GTA Online stream, and all we've talked about so far is football. But never mind. I don't mind talking about football at all. Big football fan, of course. Steve Bruce was also a player that played for Birmingham City.
Probably framing innocent taxi drivers for terrorism or torturing civil rights campaigners.
Oh well.
Ruining the best bits of the internet. Then deal with them as you see fit.
The things he'd come out with in his press conferences when he was Newcastle manager, like honestly, he just thought, what the fuck are you talking about, Steve? Honestly, he's out of his depth at Newcastle, I think.
One way or another, head to the FIB building through security and take the elevator to the upper floors. What could possibly go wrong?
But there is one thing good that Steve Bruce did. He signed Joe Linton. I mean, granted he was playing him as a striker and he wasn't any good at striker, but he signed Joe Linton and now he's molded into a really good box-to-box midfielder, so there is that. I'm pretty sure he signed St. Maximin as well, so wasn't all bad, but overall mostly was bad.
Holy hell! You made it all the way up. Now the device you're looking for should be on this floor.
We signed Callum Wilson under Bruce as well. We signed Callum Wilson in 2020, I think it was. Bar his injuries, he's been a good player for us, Callum Wilson.
Don't linger around anyone too long. As nice as you look, you don't have that FIB agent stick up your ass.
It's going to be interesting in January to see what improvements are made to the Newcastle squad as well.
How about that response time, huh? Lose the heat before thinking about heading back here.
Yeah, I've just realised I've got to watch the American Grand Prix qualifying later as well, because it was on late here in the UK. It was on at like 11 o'clock. And I was watching Match of the Day at that time, so I'm going to have to watch the highlights of the qualifying later before the Grand Prix starts today. I've been ranking up my character a little bit as well. I should hit 1350 with the peyote plants. One of the best Newcastle signing I will say is either Alan Shearer and the late Gary Speed. Yeah, but You just don't know. I mean, there was you know, quality players for Newcastle before I was born. Obviously, in the 90s, we nearly won the Premiership, as it was called back then. You know, we had the likes of Tino Asprilla, you know, Ferdinand up front. Obviously, Shearer, who was signed in 1996 from Blackburn. You know, Ginola. You know, I had the likes of Peacock, David Batty, you know, Pavel Srdacek in goal. You know, those signings were made before I was born. Obviously, you know, those signings were made in the early dash mid 90s, just before I was born. Are you going to say Michael Owen is a good signing? No. Michael Owen didn't even want to join Newcastle. Michael Owen wanted to go back to Liverpool. I had this story. Michael Owen didn't even want to sign for Newcastle. He wanted to go back to Liverpool, apparently. And when he did sign for her, I don't think he did much. We've had many decent strikers, though. You know, I had Obafemi Martins as well. You know, he was far from terrible. Of course, we had Andy Carroll. Twice. Kevin Nolan. Demba Ba. Loic Remy on loan. Yeah, but you asked us if I would call Michael Owen a good signing, and I would say no, because he did barely anything for us. I'm actually gonna drive this all the way to the prison. I can't be bothered to get cops on us. I look at this Newcastle team and I think there is some good players in the team, but I think there's still areas for improvement. I think right wing, I think we need to improve. Maybe we need to get one more striker in. And the reason I say that is, what if Callum Wilson gets injured again? And, you know, we've got Isak, who's good. But Chris Wood, you know what I feel about Chris Wood. I don't think he's very good at all. How much did we pay for Wilson? Probably between 15 and 20 mil, I would have thought. Can't really remember. He'd be a good signing if he isn't injured that often. Yeah, he would. He scores goals. You know, Callum Wilson on his day when he's fit, he scores goals. You know, he did it for Bournemouth as well. Scored goals. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, if it was up to me, you can have Chris Wood. Charge you between 10 to 15 million for Chris Wood. We don't want Welbeck in return though. You can keep Welbeck. Yeah, we don't want Welbeck. Oh yeah, I wouldn't give you him for free though, because remember we did pay his 25 mil release clause, so Between 10 and 15 mil, you can have him, but we don't want Welbeck. You can keep Welbeck. You know, I appreciate the offer and all, but you can keep Welbeck. Yes, it was 25 million because we paid his release clause. Paid his release clause for some reason. Never mind. Every club has like signings that they've made that they think wasn't a great signing. Every team has them. But we're talking about our teams like the hard done by. At least our teams are in the Premier League. You know, think of teams like Bolton Wanderers. Teams like that who used to be in the Premier League, but are in lower divisions. You know, Portsmouth. Portsmouth used to be an established Premier League team. Think of teams like that and think how bad it is for them. So at least our teams are in the Premier League. Yeah, I think it was best driving the bus because it means we can leave on the bus and we shouldn't get alerted. Because the cops are so annoying in this mission. But yeah, just think about teams like Portsmouth and Bolton struggling down in lower divisions. No, because I'll get cops on us, and the cops are irritating on this. Cops are very annoying on this. I like how they don't give us any stars, even though there's like a dead person in the back of the bus. That makes sense. I'm gonna chuck them out if I can. It's easier this way because you don't get alerted and you can just leave without getting cops on you. Because the guards will kill you. Even if you're on a Mark II because they're just accurate. Can I chuck that guy out? No, I can't. Oh well.
That's the guy. Take him down and grab what you came for. Great, you got him. Now get the hell out of there.
Yeah, just do it in stealth. Like, there's no point in just going in with a Mark II just to get 4-star cops and then have to try and lose the cops when they're literally killing you with perfect accuracy. It just makes it a really stressful mission. I mean, if you want to do it that way, then do it that way, but this way is much easier and much less stressful, so... No, that means no entry. But seeing as we're disguised as a policeman, it doesn't matter. We are allowed to enter. Speed limit's 50 miles per hour. We are over that speed limit. Yeah, but it's done now. That's the easiest way to do it. And I can spawn back at the arcade. Because I prefer the other type mission where you just go and punch someone on the street and in the hotel. Yeah, that's the better one, but You know, you can restart. You can restart the mission, and you might still get the same one. So that's the quickest way to do it. Yeah, it's whatever really. I got it done anyways. I think that's the best way to do it, just to drive the bus. Even if he was like higher up, I would have still gotten away with melee killing him. So that's key cards done. Arguably the hardest mission out of them all, the key cards, when you get that one. I would say it is.
The first rule in the art of war is to know your enemy, which I interpret to mean observing their every move through a highly mobile, extremely discreet nano drone. And the cops use drones all over town, though you probably never noticed till now. Bring a bunch of them down, don't worry about
Saving the game with the rebreather technique. Switching to rebreather and then taking it off saves the game.
breaching the diamond's unbreachable security.
We're very close to 1.7 billion as well, but we're probably not going to quite hit it today. I'll be making the video when we hit 1.7 billion though. The World Cup's in 28 days. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the World Cup, but I don't have a lot of confidence in England, but I hope the prove us wrong. Why did I become a grinder in the first place? Because I enjoy grinding, and I wanted to have a good amount of money so I could buy things, and I enjoy doing it, so that's probably why. Because it's better than being a scumbag and blowing people's cargo up, or going around killing people in a game that's not Call of Duty. Oh, that was nice. Look at that. Glad I didn't fall off the bike. How about RNG with friends? Sometimes I do that, but I get bored after a game or two. Nah, I don't play RNG. I don't really play any like 1v1 death matches or anything like that. It's not going to help us get to my goal either. My goal's level 2,000 and 2 billion. You know, playing RNGs and that isn't going to help us get there.
That should be everything I need to create a bespoke, undetectable masterpiece of surveillance technology. And when I say undetectable, I mean undetectable.
I'll hit 2 billion before I hit 2,000 though.
So you won't know what you're talking about.
Once I hit 2 billion, it might be time to just ease off making money and grind RP. Yeah, I'm 1331 now, so that's a long way. I've a long way to go to get to 2,000. Nearly 700 ranks. But that's my long-term goal. It's 2 billion in 2000. If I can hit that before GTA 6, I'll be happy. Because when GTA 6 comes out, I doubt I'll be playing this game much. Well, the best way to grind RP is the piracy RP method. Or peyote plants when they come out.
Get in that vault silent and sneaky. We're gonna need a military-grade laser. And if there's one thing I've learned about the theft of military-grade lasers over the years, it's that you're always better off getting them straight from the source, as long as you can deal with all the military. And luckily for you, there's a shipment coming in right now, pinging you the GPS. Now, hoo-ah, or whatever.
What are you saying, Lester? I used to think contact missions is the best way of grinding RP. No. No, they aren't. The one crate method technique's better than contact missions. And still with the one crate method technique, it takes me a while to level up once. I mean, look there, I need 50,000 RP for the next level. This is the way I do this mission. I use the terabyte. Cargo crates, they're alright. But the piracy RP method, which involves a friend being outside of your organisation, and you're not having a hangar at Fort Zancudo, and your yacht being right there, that's the best way to rank up. You just spam piracy preventions and keep losing the cops and getting RP for it. Yep, this is the easiest way to do this prep. Just keep going back to your terabyte. Reset my missiles. There you go, that's pretty much it.
And that, my friends, is the definition of silent and deadly. It'll cut through that vault like it was butter, and no one will hear a thing. Unless one of you idiots gets in the way.
Just gonna wait for a friend to be online to help us with the heist. Because it is artwork. Silent and sneaky, of course. Yeah, this is a good thing to do in the cooldown because it takes about an hour to do all the casino preps. Done.
Hey, bud. What's good?
I'm gonna check who is online after this prep's done. And anybody wondering how I've got so much money, this money is being made from years of grinding on this game. So I'm sure I started grinding in around 2018. And it's 2022 now, so it's all this money is being made over the years from just grinding the game and selling businesses and doing heists and everything, really. But it's not modded. Never bought a shark card. This is all legitimate money. And if anyone does want to join my sessions when I stream this game, just read what that Nightbot timer says. Then maybe one day you might join. I know if you get a PS5 and you start playing this game again, you might be joining Chinese. I don't even have the PS4 version installed. I've only got 2 preps to do. I've got this one and the level 2 security pass. Then we're done. I can't do the piracy RP method because there's nobody in my session outside my organisation. But I could do the one crate method if I really wanted to. Well, it's up to you, Chinese, but you would have to get a PS5, obviously, which I highly recommend. No disrespect to the PS4, it was a very good console for me, but the PS5 is a better console than the PS4. Professional transferred his character. Did he transfer his main character to PS5 now? Or Speed's online? I guess I could show what that piracy RP method involves then. Oh, I didn't know he transferred his character. Oh. Because I thought his character was still on the PS4. Oh well. He might be able to help us with that casino heist as well. I'll show you what that piracy RP method involves as well, once I've done the final prep. Do you want to help with Yeah, because I thought the professional was still on. His main character was still on PS4. Okay. I'm going to do this level 2 security pass, and I'm going to show this piracy RP method. Some people call it a glitch, but I personally don't think it is.
Oh God, there's been a horrible accident. It's the Diamond Valet, fifth one they've lost this week. Now, I don't want to prey on tragedy, but this is starting to look like a serious case of workplace negligence, and
I guess we are going to get the casino heist done on the stream then.
off him at the morgue. They won't just let anyone in there, so you're gonna have to steal a hearse and dress up like a funeral.
Look at the blood. Look at the blood.
Second. I've got a location. Head over there and steal the hearse. Outfits will be in there too. The heat really isn't gonna help.
Yeah, I'll show what the piracy involves after this, and then we'll get the casino heist done. Oh no. Oh, that was lucky. Shouldn't have driven past the police station when I've got cops on us. Yep, I shouldn't have. That was stupid of me.
Now drive over to the morgue.
There we go.
Gonna see if you pass as someone who spends a lot of time with corpses.
Let's go. He had a pretty shitty weekend. It's unlucky for him.
You're there. Park the hearse and walk straight through the front door like you're about to get elbowed deep in a chest cavity.
Yeah, and off this one piracy that I'm about to do, I'll be nearly at the next level. But you're going to see how mad the rank up is from it.
Okay, now look around for our valet, but try not to draw any attention to yourself.
Try not to draw any attention to yourself. Yet my character had a stone hatchet out before I unarmed myself.
Search his pockets for his past before anyone sees you. Well, he wasn't gonna use it. This past
Right, that is it then.
the casino. Head back out the way you came in. And try to forget you just fondled a dead guy. No need to drop that off. Hold on to it for now, and we'll use it next time you come back to the planning room.
Now we escape. Easy. That's the heist setup already. Still an hour and a half for my Cayo Perico heist. Right, I'll show you this how this piracy works then before I do the heist. Some people call it a glitch, but I don't think losing the cops is a glitch. It's just you're losing the cops more than normal. So can I get this notification off the screen, please? Thank you.
At least some good came out of this horrible tragedy. Feels like a lot of these valets are dying for no good reason at all.
I'm so sad you don't take my offers of help seriously. It's so rude of you.
The trail leading to the smuggler cache has disappeared. Okay. My yacht's in the right position as well to do one. Just disbanding for now for raids. Well, bunker raid. I'm only doing one. I'm just showing how good it is. And remember, I'm in the level 1300s. It takes me a long time to level up once. Granted, I'm halfway to the next level, but just watch how much my bar's gonna go up. So that's the job started. I don't know if you're on the stream speed, but if you are, I'm going to do my casino heist in 10 minutes. After this. Can you help me? Oh, you're already here. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah. Can you help us with a heist after this? Now, people were asking what's the best way to rank up in the game, so I told them the piracy RP method. So I'm just showing people how good it is. Now you might think getting 400 RP for losing the cops, how's that going to rank you up? But what you've got to bear in mind is that the job's for 10 minutes. And the other good thing is that you get bonus RP at the end for completing the job as well. You get 7,000 at the end. So I'm going to be extremely close to the next level. Won't seem it now because I'm 4 bars away, but you'll see in the next 8 minutes. But the tip for this is you've got to wait for the cops to be blinking or they won't get the 400 RP. So you do what I'm doing. Because I've done them so many times, I know when the cops are going to blink. Then boom. And if any army people get near to you, that'll affect you getting the RP because it'll affect the cops blinking, so you just have to take out the army people. But you must have your yacht in this position, where mine is. You must have a friend. You must have a friend outside of the organisation. And you must not have a hangar at Fort Zancudo, because if you have a hangar at Fort Zancudo, you're not going to get cops on you. So it wouldn't work. So my hangar's in the airport. You thinking what I am thinking? Aim for the brush. Wow. See, look at my bar now. Look at how much it's improved. How many one crate mission I would have to do. And how many contact missions I would have to do as well just to get the improvement that I'm getting here. And peyote plants are quite good as well. You get 5,000 RP per one, I think. And then obviously with my money I do KOs and casino heists and sell nightclubs and bunkers. That's how I get my money. See, we're 3.5 bars away and there's still another 5 minutes. But I'm just gonna let this play out till the end, and everyone's going to see where my bar is by the end. What games are on today in the Premier League? Let me have a look. Aston Villa, Brentford, 2 o'clock. Leeds, Fulham, 2 o'clock. Southampton, Arsenal, 2 o'clock. Wolves, Leicester is also 2 o'clock. And then you've got the late game, which is, of course, Tottenham against Newcastle. So 5 games today. So for the last 2 weeks, there's been more games on a Sunday than a Saturday, which is a bit strange. And after this I can use my apartment invite and then just go right over to my arcade, which is next to my apartment, and start the casino heist. I don't think this is something that you can really patch either, because like, say if the developers thought it was a glitch, which I don't, but say if the developers thought it was a glitch because I'm losing the cops way more than normal or whatever. I'm not sure if this is something that you could patch, because this is in a VIP work. Yeah, so anybody who was in this VIP work and they lost the cops, they would get 400 RP, because that's what happens when you lose the cops. So I'm not sure something like this could be patched. It's not like the pop star one where you're ranking up like twice every 5 minutes. This is just gradual. And all you're doing is you're waiting for the cops to blink there, and you're losing them. Wow. Wow. Okay. I wasn't meant to do that though. Leeds have been poor this season. Well, they weren't great last season, so can you really say they've been poor this season? They only just stayed up last year. The good thing about PS4 is less and less people are on there. Number of griefers are down. That doesn't bother me in the slightest, because I don't play in public sessions anyways. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. Because I'll never be playing in a public session ever again, because I'll sell all my stuff in friend lobbies. I bet we're going to make Leeds look like Real Madrid next weekend. Oh wow. They might get some more midweek games in as well, because the World Cup's coming up, so they need to get the games in. Because the obviously Premier League's going to be on a break when the World Cup's on. I just look at the end how close I'm going to be to the next level. Yeah, I'm 1.5 bars now, but I'm actually going to get awarded RP at the end as well. Out of these 4 keepers, which one is the best? Courtois, De Gea, Edison, or Allison? It's hard to say really, because I don't watch La Liga. It's hard to say. I mean, Courtois was unbelievable in the... Yeah, look at that. Courtois was unbelievable in the Champions League final, of course, against Liverpool. They're all good goalkeepers. It's hard for us to say really. From his performance in the Champions League final, probably Courtois or De Gea. But De Gea, the thing with De Gea compared to someone like Alisson or Edison is I've watched De Gea for years, because he's been in the Premier League for so long, and De Gea's been really good for years. But Courtois was unbelievable in that Champions League final for Madrid. But yeah, look at that. I'm going to get the next level on this casino heist. And that to me is the best way to rank up in the game. In my opinion anyways. And yes, my organisation is called Up the Mags. Confirming that I am a Newcastle United supporter. And I will be forever, no matter if we're doing terribly or if we're winning the Champions League. I'll always support this football club. I supported them through the bad times of Mike Ashley. And now hopefully you've got some good times ahead. And that's what a loyal football supporter does. You've got to support your teams through the bad and the good times. You know, don't just say, oh, well, I'm going to support Manchester City because they're winning the Premier League. It's like, you know, support your teams through good and bad. How much do I think Nick Pope's worth now? 25, 30 mil, I think would be fair for him. Very good quality goalkeeper. Of course, he may well be involved in the England squad in the World Cup as well. Between 25 and 30 million, I would say, is fair.
Yeah, it's that time again. Let's hit it and be home in time for waffles.
Oh, nice speed. Nice. 197 ranks. I'm nearly at the next level as well, talking about ranks.
Okay, so we're going in through the side door. I hope you brought your A game because you're not getting a warm-up. Drive over there and I'll be in touch.
I'm so close to 1.7 bill, but I'm just not going to be able to hit it on the stream because I have to end the stream pretty much on 3 hours because I'm going over to my grandma's, so yeah.
The key to this whole job is to forget we're attempting a career-defining heist and stay calm.
But once I hit 1.7 billion, which should be soon, I will upload it.
If you screw up and they see you, we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. One dead guy
And I'll also be uploading a video when I hit level 1350 as well.
just had a record-breaking weekend, so the vault is full to bursting. And the bad news is that they've hired extra security to guard it. High risk, high gain, just how we like it. Hey, did you try out your stun gun yet? This is going to be your
Okay, let's go. Silent and sneaky.
overload the circuits on any CCTV camera or metal detector it hits. They recover after a while, so as far as security is concerned, it was just a temporary outage, but it's enough for you to get past. Your keycard is good for anything up to a level. That's it. Head through the door to the staff lobby.
There, the camera wouldn't see us there because I stunned it. So I was allowed to do that. Okay, let's do this. When it loads. There we go.
Metal detectors up ahead. You'll need to find the fuse box on the side
Right, speed, shoot the camera straight away.
and get through before it recovers. That's it. Short it. Quickly, get through.
That was risky.
Away with that one, but take out one more camera.
Did you not see the camera?
Something's up. You can't shoot down many cameras. It's the kind of
We got away with one there.
things to notice.
He decides to shoot the guards when there's literally a camera right next to them.
The stun gun should disable the camera for a while. Or go old school and time your run.
You're lucky I reacted so quick or would have been alerted.
Before they go to the vault, today's tape
I'm not sure how you didn't see the camera.
is up to you, but might be worth a detour.
But luckily, I reacted quickly and shot the camera and we got away with that. Just about.
Grabs the cash. The cash is on the cart. Don't get distracted. This is just a starter.
Quick reaction from me. I'm quite impressed actually. I thought I was going to get alerted, but
Be ahead. The stun gun should disable the
quick reaction from me.
Go old school and time your run. Only one way down from here. One step.
Means we can't shoot any more cameras.
Just listening to you.
You're not allowed to shoot more than one camera or you do get alerted.
Okay, here we are at last. The lower level. Naturally, it's heavily guarded.
Knock these two pricks out.
Alright, the camera just went.
Okay, guards coming, so we're going to hide down here.
And remember, if you bring down too many at the same time, they'll hit the alarm. Remember, these people aren't
Speed, be careful.
fry too many cameras at once. Security will
Be
know
careful.
something's up.
He's on the other side though, so
Coming in handy, huh?
he's on the other side, so it's fine. Right.
You're so close. See that security checkpoint? The man trap is just beyond it. Nice shot.
Okay, nice.
See that? That's your man trap, so pay attention. You'll have to swipe both vault key cards
Bar that almost
separate control panels.
almost detection from the camera. That was pretty easy.
The man trap now. I can keep the first door open until you're set. Okay, so far so bueno.
No, I had a feeling Speed was going to shoot the guards and not completely disregard the camera, so I had to react quickly.
I know this is a special moment for you down there, but trust me, it's about to get
Next time you have a heist where the camera's right next to the guards, just shoot the camera and
do this. The lock mechanism should melt like
the other person shoots the guards.
target the weak.
Shoot the camera first before the guards.
If you push the drill too hard, it'll overheat. We're not on a time limit until we're inside.
It's a bit of an annoying layout that though, with the
Alright.
guards next to the camera.
Good, that's the left side taken care of.
Okay.
The art will need to be cut out of its frames. Shouldn't affect the value much. Go! Good news.
Okay, remember we're not getting the daily vault on the way out because we're still on for the elite challenge at the minute.
Sensors while you're in the vault, but only for a while. If the system goes quiet for too long, it triggers the alarm as a failsafe. And
If you're gonna do the hack Speed, please be quick.
plug the place with nerve agent?
I wouldn't do them if I was you,
Mentioning it now.
because they take forever to do them. That's the speed you want to be doing them at.
If you want, in my Kelly, I'll give you 50% cut, so you can hit 1% bill in.
I'm not going to hit it on the stream anyways, I don't think. I'm ending on an hour and a half because I'm going over to my grandma's for some dinner. It's open as well. Everything should be open now. Got B, C and D over here. Yeah, anybody who does casino heists and you don't know how to do the fingerprints or you don't know how to do the drilling for like a Bugstars heist, I highly recommend you practice in the arcade because it's very useful knowing the hacks and that speeds the heist up. We're going to have loads of time here. But I don't care. Because we'll just get in there, get what we need and we'll get out. And we'll hope that we'll get the extra 100 grand. Of course the take's 2.670. Remember we got the daily vault, so it would have been 2.585.
We're still under the radar. Perfect. Perfect. People, that is the mother load. We cleaned them out. Okay, let's see if we can make the way out as smooth as the way in.
I actually think Artwork's the best target because you can do it with two people. Even though Gold pays slightly more, you've got to rely on a third person being on. It's a bit of a pain, so I would say Artwork's the best because it just get it done with one other person. Gold's a pain to do with two people. You need to get very lucky to get everything with two people on Gold.
You know, if we pull this off, it'll be the crown jewel of my career. The hardest achievement on the console of life. You did good down there. This is gonna be a nice little payday and a whole lot of
Might as well go.
satisfaction.
Now we're pretty much done.
Check on the vault so they know it's been robbed. The good news is they have no idea who or how. The cops are on their way, but you can still make it out undetected if you do exactly what I say. If you're caught now, the shit really hits the fan. The side doors are back through the staff entrance. You're almost there.
Right. I don't recommend anybody does aggressive either, because aggressive isn't much fun. You lose so much money and you get less time in the vault. And yeah, I just don't like aggressive.
Hey,
You should avoid the bulk of the cops this way.
use the flashbang too.
Just making it to your ride. Remember, they know the vault's been hit, but they don't know who
Aye.
you are or where you are. They have patrols sweeping the whole place, and all the civilians have been evacuated.
I can't be checked on that though.
They'll know it's you. So just stay out of their way, keep your cool, and get to the buyer. The driver has the getaway car in position. I've given you the GPS. Get to the buyer, don't bring the cops, and we're home free.
Aggressive is just for fun. Yeah, because you barely get anything from aggressive because you lose so much money. You got less time in the vault. I don't like it. I've done it a few times, but I don't like aggressive. I've always found it strange in this game how like the vehicles don't have indicators like cars and that. Like surely they should have indicators, but I guess it's not that realistic. Oh my god.
Alright, our decoy is online. The cops are
Right, you need to throw yourself out like that, like.
seen near him, or the cops will figure out what we're doing. I've pinged your GPS with a
Let me fly the heli. Gotta mute the audio, folks, because obviously copyright. So sorry about that, but blame the copyright mafia for that. Because I don't want to claim on this stream. They don't have the fuel cap. Yeah. I guess the game's not realistic enough to program in, like, having to use indicators on cars and that. Like real life. There's also all the cars are automatic. Yeah, you don't have to change any gears when you go in the cars in this game. In real life, I drive a manual car, so. But that will be the reason why. It's because in America mainly has automatic cars. That's why. Here's the thing: if you hotwire the car, you can only drive them once. Then you have to fix them. But not in GTA. You can drive them as many times as you can, even if you hotwire them. Yeah, there's a few things in this game that don't make loads of sense. I mean, adding an orbital cannon and a flying bike to a crime game probably wasn't the best thing that Rockstar did either. Because I might use it, but, you know, something like a flying Mark II bike doesn't belong in a game like this. You know, let's just be honest. As much as people love it for like using it to grind, you know, people use it to grief, and overall it doesn't belong in the game really. But I only ever use it for grinding anyways. Right, GG speed. Coastal drop-offs in Palito Bay. We're not crash landing either. That's it. Game audio is already muted. At least I think so. Just to be on the safe side, I will mute video capture device on Streamlabs just to be extra sure it is muted. $14.06. Would have been less, but obviously the drop was in Palito Bay, so. Yeah, no speed, you've already said that. And yeah, GG. 1.7 mil. That's the next level as well. 1332. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it. How close am I now? Oh. I could hit it with your high speed, but you'd have to give us a high cut. You have to almost give us 85%. Right, I'm unmuting the game now. There you go. I think I could hit it, but you're gonna have to give us like 85% cut on the heist, which is very, very unfair. Because what, it's about 1.5 mil. It would only be a one-off though, just for us to hit 1.7 bill, but. Okay, get out this session. Okay, I got an error in my game. Nice. Nice. What? I'm not selling any cars. I don't want to hit 1.7 bill by selling a car. I want to keep all my vehicles. Just because. I'm going for another hour and a bit, so I might be able to get it. It depends if you're kind enough to give us 85% on your heist, I guess, because that should help us hit it. If you don't want to though, then it's fine. I'll just probably hit it off stream and record it in a video, of course. I don't get errors very often in my games on the PS5, I've got to say. It's only like the second or third time that's happened. I think I'm the highest ranked player in this session. Let's just have a look. .85 KD, really? Yeah, I was the highest ranked player in that session. By a mile. How bad my casino looks, my arcade looks, I mean, since I did that heist. What's my bunker business on? That's not even close to full yet. Yeah, I think I could hit it on your heist. Oh, it's going to put us agonizingly close. Well, I've got to set the whole casino heist up again, speed, which will take an hour in itself. So it depends if I get time. If you give us a high cut on your heist, I can hit it on this stream, and it would only be a one-off. And I tell you what I do. My next KO, I would let you join, and I would give you 85% to make up for it. That sounds like a good negotiation to me. And you know I would. Oh, there's no point.
Yeah, there's no point. I've got my cousin car around soon, so there's no point.
Alright. Okay then. If you were Brazil manager, who are you starting goal? Edison or Allison? Probably Edison, I think. I think Edison's a little bit better goalkeeper wise.
What do you do? Now I need to get all the way outfit. So I've done all of them, all the connectables. What?
Okay, so when I hit 1.7 billion, I will be recording. When I hit 1.7 billion, I'll record that in a video. Just taking my headphones off because Speed's talking above us. Well, above us. He's talking over us, I mean. Yeah, because obviously I'm going to go over to my grandma's for some dinner, otherwise I would have went a bit longer and probably hit it on the stream, but yeah, I'll record it in a video and upload it when it happens. Obviously you've got the Newcastle game tonight and I've got the American Grand Prix qualifying, so it may be tomorrow. And $20,000 on the wheel. 55 minutes for the next kill. Well, to set it up. But I'm just gonna buy the. I'm just gonna purchase the setup cost and not gather intel because I'll do it at another time when I've got more time. Right, what do I do now? Oof. Gotta do some payphone hits and that. VIP work. Gotta do a headhunter, don't we? Do some VIP work, some payphone hits. Client jobs. Tell you something disgraceful. The GTA Plus players have got double money on client jobs for the next month. If anybody who hasn't bought that money grab, GTA Plus doesn't. It's ridiculous. You know, you buy a GTA Plus subscription for a game that's almost 10 years old. The online, I mean, almost 10 years old. and you just get much better than the normal GTA Online players. You know, I've played this game for so long, and what do I get? Just crappy event weeks every week because I won't give Rockstar money from my bloody pocket for the GTA Plus. It's ridiculous. And by the way, I refuse to buy GTA Plus. Yeah, they can give them all the good event weeks they want. I do not want to put more money in Rockstar's pocket. They've had enough from shark cards, from other people buying them. And you could argue that by people buying GTA Plus, obviously it's the players' choice. If they want to do that, then you know that is up to them. But it's not something that I would do. But you could argue by people buying GTA Plus that they're prolonging GTA 6 getting released. Now, not necessarily, but it's possible, because think about it from a business point of view. For a second, don't think about it as a player. Think about it as a developer, and from a business point of view. If you're making loads of money on one thing, so say Rockstar making loads of money on one game, this one, why would you want to release a new game when you're making so much money already on a game that you've already released? Yeah, it doesn't make too much sense when you think about it that way, and that's how you've got to think about it. Yeah, because Rockstar don't care about the players; they think about the business side of things, and making as much money for them as they can. And why do you think we'll have this 2.5 hour cooldown on the KO Perico heist? You know, think about it. It could be because Rockstar want us to do other activities, but let's be honest. They could have put that in place months ago. I think the real reason is to stop people making money from KO so quick. Because people like me used to spam them, which is understandable because they're the best way to make money in the game. But Rockstar has nerfed them because they don't want people making money that quick. And by people making, you know, 1.5 mil off KO every, you know, God knows how long it was. You know, it's less people that buy shark cards as well. So you've got to think about it from a business point of view, from a company point of view, not a player point of view. Yeah, think like the developer for a second. So if you buy GTA Plus, then you might be delaying GTA 6 even longer. Not saying you are, but it's a possibility. And I'm not saying people shouldn't buy GTA Plus. Like, if you want to buy it, then that's up to you. But I would highly recommend that you don't. Right, that's that done. We're back $41,000. Next we're going to call our good buddy Franklin. He's getting a little bit of money in the background.
Hey, partner. Alright, shit, let me make a few calls.
This is like the GTA 3 payphones and the story mode GTA 5 ones, which obviously Lester gives to Franklin. Right, watch this one then. Take out all the targets with a headshot. It's fair enough. One of the easier ones. Remember, you've got to be a CEO to start a payphone hit, but you don't have to be a CEO to start a security contract. There's a UFO. I'm going to fly towards it. Oh, it disappeared. The UFO disappeared. It disappeared. Blow it up. I can't, it just disappeared. Even the UFO is scared of the Oppressor Mark II. Wow. Just wow speed. If you want to use the boost quicker on the Mark II, this is what you do. You don't accelerate, you just go up and down like that. For anybody who doesn't know about that. If you just go up and down and you don't accelerate, you'll be able to boost quicker. The boost on the Oppressor Mark 1 is much better than the Mark II. That's one of the only things that the Mark 1 actually does better. I'm actually going to spawn it as well, because I feel like it. One more to go.
You're through to your garage. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Yeah, the Mark 1's just for fun, and I feel like having a bit of fun. Yeah, the Mark II can't do this though. The Mark II can't boost endlessly on the ground. Yep, the Mark II can't do that. Arguably on the ground, the Oppressor Mark 1's faster than the Mark II because it's got an endless boost. Almost. Look at that. Complete. You don't even have to stay on the ground either if you just touch the ground. Like that and then go up. That's why the boost is much better on this bike actually compared to the Mark II. Okay, let's go back to the city. So yeah, the Mark 1's still good. just not as good as the Mark II. In terms of grinding. 6074. I could do it after this VIP work speed if you want. You know, a lot of people dismiss the Mark 1 Oppressor actually, but it's still a good vehicle. If you actually race the Mark 2 and the Mark 1 on the ground, I think the Mark 1 would win because of its boost. Are you going to switch characters? Okay. But obviously the Mark II is better for grinding and the Mark II is arguably faster in the air. The one down now about this one is that it's so easy to crash and it's so easy to get killed as well. Like I crashed before obviously and I lost some health. And I will not get that health back until I respawn the Mark II, which will probably be after this job. That'll do. Right. Deadlock is the password. These packages are really close by. You can hear when the boost is recharged as well. There. There. There again, you can hear it. One more. Obviously, as soon as this lands in water, it blows up. But what you can do is you can touch the ground with it and then boost over water and that. And guess what? The Mark II can't do that either, because it's got a terrible boost. This is the best thing about the Oppressor Mark 1, is just continuously boosting it on the ground. Time to eat, see you soon. Alright Chinese, see you soon man. Although I might have ended by the time you come back. Just depends when you come back. Okay Speed, be ready at your apartment. And just start a fleecer set up then. Don't know when your cousin's coming around either. Right, that's the job done. 42 grand. Right, that's good then, speed. And there's that health back that I lost as well. Okay, invite then. Start a fleece I won. How long have I got on queue? I've got 37 minutes now. I'll be paying the setup cost and I'll just be doing a few like side activities like I was doing before, to pretty much conclude the stream. Have you got the apartment invite on your main character as well or not? You might as well put it on hard. Probably the easiest mission in the whole game. Okay, let's go then.
On main card I do, but on second card I no.
Yeah, that's what you comment
On
in
my
the chat.
second card I no, I don't.
Okay. If it lets you skip this, then skip it. Which it does, nice. This is gonna be probably one of the most boring games in the whole, boring missions in the whole game. I mean, he's driving around.
Take us to the police on Western Highway, near Chumash. Word of warning, we're on the job right now, so don't let the cops notice you. If they come after us, we call it off. So, my
For
Castlevania
hire.
friends, I suppose you want to know how we're doing this. Well, funny you should ask. We're driving out to the bank, taking a look at it, picking up some equipment, and then heading back to make our plans. Not very complex at all. We're not going in, we're not...
Yeah, it's very useful to have. Anybody who doesn't have an apartment invite, I recommend that you get one.
Where they're being watched.
And all you need to do to get an apartment invite is to do one setup from any original heist.
This one,
I recommend that you do a setup from the
you're like a child whose parents...
Fleecer job because it's 2 players, so you just need to,
Well, this bank's got some safety deposit
if you've got a friend online, just need to say to them, you know, can you help us with a one Fleecer job setup so I can get an invite to my apartment, and get the setup done. You don't continue the rest of the heist, and then you have that basically invite there forever, unless you do the heist.
turning over liquor stores and gas stations. And
And it's especially useful if you've had a mission where you've got to go out to sea and you're stranded out at sea. You just use it, you spawn at your apartment, and you don't have to worry about getting on land. I recommend everybody has one.
issues surrounding your first foray into serious armed robbery. I'm assuming you're kind of a cerebral crew, because otherwise this whole not talking deal just kind of puts you on the spectrum, right? There it is. Take a look. Drink it in. I've patched into their security feed on myself. Take a look. What are we looking at? Small joint, not much security. Staff won't give a crap, especially about the deposit boxes. Customers will probably be thinking how to turn this into a screenplay. The boxes are in the back behind the safe.
Yes, I know, Lester. I've done this heist before, thank you.
Yeah, it's right on the highway with good access. That works for you. You can get out quick, but it'll also work for the cops. Speed up their response time. Okay? Okay. You've seen what we're gonna see. Let's go to the garment factory. Now, when you hit the bank, you're gonna need to hack into its security system. I've written a neat little program that'll do
Right, Speed, you've got to do those hacks then.
Probably a good idea for you to familiarize yourselves with it. You in the passenger seat. I've sent it to your phone. Take it for a dry
Good luck.
run, keep your hands steady, and maybe the wet run won't be a disaster.
See, so nobody can say I don't try and help people out when I can. Nobody can say that. I always try and help my friends out when I can. Try not to cause an accident because everybody is so slow.
Alright.
I'm calling Paige. She's my assistant. First she's gonna get us what we need, then she's gonna saw me in half.
Oh yeah.
No?
I've been iPads go be sent out to Ivan, were they?
You don't make it easy.
Yeah, we'd like to get that then.
Speed, can you mute your mic, please?
Paige, it's Lester. The place looked good. Nothing we weren't expecting. Can you get the intel together? Hard copies to go on a notice board. Yeah, plus all the equipment we spoke about. I'll be over to collect it with those people. Yeah. Charming as ever. Okay, see you soon. She's loading the hardware into the back of a truck. Tools for the job, things for you to wear. On a job, your attire will depend on the role you're performing. As the job gets more complicated, so will the uniforms. If you're likely to be seen by civilians, you'll be provided with a couple of masks. Then when you go
So you're not allowed to do that in real life. I was in the wrong lane there and there.
And hey, here's the added bonus of none of your favorite comic convention outfits being linked to a major crime. Whoop-de-doo. Where were we?
I mean, you are, but you shouldn't.
Paige. Oh yeah, we'll go over there, pick her up, and go back to your place to plan this thing. I can talk you through the planning board later. That might be helped by a visual aid. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. Listen to me, do what I say. Bullets go in here, come out there. And if you're ever caught, you keep your mouth shut. I couldn't resist. There she is. We leave my car here, take the truck. Hey, passenger seat. Did you get into their network? Good work.
Nice to meet you.
Looks like I'm doing all the driving. Speed, get out.
Now it's back to the apartment. Is it all there?
I think so. You want to get out and check? Go down the inventory? Or are you happy sitting there making a perfect blood imprint in your easy wipe seat?
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you. It should all be there. The clothes, guns, headsets, holdalls, masks, the drill, the files with all the photos and surveillance work. Hey, there's enough here to make us all look real suspicious.
Under a mile to
Nice
go.
little conspiracy to commit robbery charge waiting to happen.
What, they're gonna charge us with thought crime?
Not so much thought as everything but the deed.
Although I did get an error on my game earlier, but I don't tend to get them very much on the PS5.
So I hear. The cheapest professionals money can buy.
I like to think of it as investing in new talent. And until you and me start playing low-rent Bonnie and Clyde, that's the way it's gotta be. She didn't mean anything by that, by the way. She's just a little brusque.
If they were...
Yeah, overtaking cars next to junctions, yeah. Dangerous to do that in real life. And I was driving on the sidewalk before. You can just break the rules on this game. Right. I'm just going to be cautious because I'm pretty sure that actually I'm pretty sure that no music or anything plays, so it should be okay.
Mm-hmm. The most important thing to look for in an employee is respect. You can't get anything done without respect. Where was I? Oh, yes, the room. Okay, just setting up this.
Yeah, it's fine, no problem.
Plan your scores. We'll use it to set out all the prep work you need to do. Select your crew. Figure out how the take from a score should be split up. You need a crew to take a score. But only one person can be in charge. Respect. Is that right, Paige?
Blow me.
Alrighty. You're only gonna need one thing for this job. It's a high-speed armored car.
Yeah, it's a Kuruma.
Shooting one legitimately.
Of course.
A nice long paper trail to your front door. You're gonna be jacking one from a nasty Korean crew and leaving a nice long paper trail to their door instead.
This is good to go.
Okay.
Which we're not going to be doing that at all. Nope. Back into a friend session.
Yo, what's good, my nigga? Word? Aha, it's word.
26 minutes for KO. Don't know if speed's going off now, but I'll send him an invite. You need to max out your stats as well, speed. They're not even maxed out. Should be getting a text from Pavel soon. I'm ending my stream on 3 hours speed. Exactly 3 hours, because like I said earlier, I'm going across to my grandma's for some dinner. She's invited us over, so I said yes. And I accepted it. The invitation. Might do a security contract as well, just mix it up a little bit. See, if you've got other stuff to do, like, you know, casino preps and stuff like that, the cooldown isn't that big of a deal. best to actually go to the agency as well, because don't want that asset protection mission. Yeah, asset protection is the one I didn't want. Let's try this one. Gang termination.
Anything I can do for you, boss?
Nope, not at the moment. It's nice that he asks though. What a nice employee.
Hey, look, be careful fucking with this next one. Man, we're about to get involved in a trade war. So Tanisha was at some party last week, and she met the wife of some major importer. Turns out he losing his fucking mind because the triad's been undercutting him at every opportunity.
Okay, go to the cargo ship. Oh, this one might be tricky if we're going to take a load of people out. Oh, I should have done recover valuables. Oh well. Oh yeah, this one is tricky. I've got to use the Mark II because... Yeah, look at the aimbot. Look at the aimbot. It was a mistake starting this mission. I should have started cover valuables. I only need to kill one more lieutenant. There he is. What did it anyways? $42 grand. Wasn't too bad, I guess. got no rockets left though. I'm gonna do a nightclub mission, but before I do that,
Hey boss, what can I do for you? Of course. Let's go right ahead and check for you. Okay, good. We got some cargo on the
you see, there's plenty of stuff to do in the cooldown on Keo. I'm gonna do a fortified after this, so I can get really close to next Keo. And I'm just gonna buy the setup cost, because I'll pretty much be ending the stream after that. I hope everybody's enjoyed the stream today though. I certainly have. I've made a good amount of money. I've even ranked up as well. There'll probably be a video probably midweek, maybe in the evening, showing me hitting 1.7 billion. So that's going to be very nice, very satisfying. As we continue our grind to $2 billion, which is going to take a while, but we will get there. I've just killed an innocent person. I feel bad, but I wanted these bikes, so. This might be a mistake trying to take him out from a bike, but I'm going to try. What the hell? I'm stuck inside the bloody... What the hell? I was glitched on the truck. What the hell? I don't like this. What the hell was that? Did anybody see that? I was glitched on the truck. What the hell? What the hell is this game sometimes? Ha, he's stuck. L. The NPC got stuck, what a shame. There we go. That'll do. Oops. Here come some more pricks. If I shoot the tyres though. Because they won't have bulletproof tyres. If I shoot the tyres, it should slow them down. Spin them out and that. There's no way these have bulletproof tyres. Jesus. I'm trying to shoot the tyres out because it is so annoying. They keep ramming the truck. It didn't seem to slow them down too much shooting the tyres. Oh well. I guess you've gone off now, Speed. Yeah, nobody's online now. Apart from me, and I haven't even put myself online the whole time. Oh well. There's no point now. The KO's got to be just about ready. My timer's got 7 minutes, but I feel like I started the timer a bit after I done the heist. It's not ready just yet. Can't be far off. Tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to move my submarine into the city. Actually, you know what? It's best if I leave it out there because of the gather intel mission. And then I'll move it back to the city for the preps, but I won't be doing them on the stream. I'm probably going to hit 1.7 billion from a KO. Oh my god, there we go. Literally as soon as I leave. Right, so I can cancel this timer now, which still has 6 minutes left. Alright. We're not going to scope out though, we are just going to buy the setup cost. For the final 20 minutes, we might just do a few activities, like side activities. There we go, it's on hard. Wouldn't mind doing a bit of one crate method, I've got to say. That's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so spawned in the arcade. We'll pay that, we'll scope that out at some point, but not right now. Okay, so for the remainder of the stream then folks, I've decided we're going to be doing the one crate method for a little bit. Grind a bit of RP. Done a good variety of activities today. KO, casino heist, VIP work, payphone hits, security contacts. See, we've got did a little piracy just to get close to the next level, and now we're doing one crate method for a little bit. A couple of missions, I think. One free. That looks weird. There's too many frees. Oh my god. Look at how weird it looks. 1333. Yeah, the thing about driving in America, obviously, I'm only doing it on a game. Obviously, I've never driven in America in real life, nor have I ever visited America. But in America, it's like a left-hand drive, so you drive on the left-hand side. But in England, if this was in England, the steering wheel would be over there, and the passenger seat would be where the steering wheel is here. Because remember, obviously this game is based off Los Santos, which I believe is a parody of Los Angeles, which of course is in America. So the steering is on the other side in the UK. Yeah, it's on the right hand side. Like I can look out the window now and see my car on the drive, and I can see the steering wheel on the right hand side. It's on the left here. And in America, I believe the right hand lane is the normal driving lane and the left lane is the overtaking lane. Again, it's the other way around in the UK. So differences between America and the UK for driving, at least. Sell that one crate. You'll know that the professional used to do this to rank up. It is still it's a good rate to level up. It is. It's just not as good as piracies that I was doing earlier. Look at how old school we're doing this. We're bringing out the buzzard as well. Because back in 2016, when crates came out, you know, people would use the buzzard because there was no Mark II, there was no oppressor. People would actually use the buzzard. Back when these first came out. Okay, let's deal with these. You are an idiot. Oh. Got him. Nice. I got him with manual aim. That. Yep, make it challenging for yourself as well. Use manual aim, much harder. He's dead. One more. Boom. Yep, that's the old school way of collecting crates. With one crate, I always prefer just to get like a crate drop. When I used to fill warehouses up and source 3 crates at a time, I would always prefer vehicle because you've got to go back for the crates. Yep, I think we're going to do one more, probably one more mission. One more crate mission. Oh, Radio Gaga. Oh. You know, copyright does really suck. You know, I would love to play Radio Gaga, but yeah. It's unfortunate, really. You see, our crate's not going to get destroyed in this session because it's friends only. In this, doing stuff like this in private sessions was the best thing to come out of the Criminal Enterprises DLC, in my opinion. Apart from the easier way to buy snacks, but I think this was the best thing to come out of the update. Because try doing this in a 30-player session, and we all know 95-96% of the time it does not go the way we want it to go. We can just relax and get to the drop-off. What they need to do though, Rockstar, is they need to fix the terabyte in private sessions. Yeah, the terabyte, you can't source crates from the terabyte in a private session, and I hope they fix that soon. Like, it's not that bad for me because all I do from crates is the one crate method now and then, but like, for people who are doing big sales and they want to go and source, like, you know, 3 crates from the warehouses and fill them up, you know, it's going to take that bit longer because they're going to have to go to the office or they're going to have to go to the arcade. So I'm hoping that gets fixed. I'm sure Rockstar are aware of it, but it's whether they fix it in the next update. I hope so. I mean, they've got to have had a few complaints about it not working. You know, you're not allowed to source crates because you're in a private session. Well, you know, that was meant to have been fixed with the last update, wasn't it? Let's see how much RP I get. So 2327. $7,927. So I got about 5,500 RP, which is all right. But it's not as much as I could have got with, like, you know, piracy prevention. It's decent. part that's outside of the arcade. And yes, you would normally have a cooldown, but because I've got 5 here, I can go down the list. Okay, this will be the last activity of this stream then. I do hope everybody's enjoyed it. I certainly have. I think this game is more fun as well when you've got some friends on to help you with heists as well. I think that does help. The next stream will probably be on Saturday. The video will be up of me hitting 1.7 billion whenever it happens. So watch out for that in the next couple of days. Oh, I've got a crate drop. Lovely. Lovely. How is your luck? You can actually check if it's a crate drop or a vehicle drop. You see my warehouse is on the map there. There's 5 on the map. That means it's a crate drop. If one of them was off the map, if there was only 4 on the map, it would be a vehicle. So if you're doing crates, that is a good tip. If your warehouse is on the map, it's a crate. If your warehouse is not on the map, then it's going to be a vehicle. It's an old trick. But yeah, that's basically how it works. So I'm just going to repeat that one last time. If your warehouse is on the map, it will be a crate. If your warehouse is not on the map, it will be a vehicle. And that works for every single source crate mission you do. Doesn't matter how many you source, that's always the way it works. Gonna sell this quickly. I've got a plane. Guess we can't have a look at everything, eh? Fly low. Oof. So this one's going to take a little bit of time to do. Where are the drops? 1, 2. Oh, they're right the way up there. Jesus. Jesus. But there's no panic. You know we're not going to get blown up by anybody. And that's good. Now, keep an eye on the last 4 digits of our current RP. It's 0127. And right now, I would say I'm still mainly a money grinder, but I do sometimes RP grind as well. That's what player I'd say I am in 2022. And when you get a plane cell, you've got to be very, very careful to not hit anything. Because if you hit a building, then the plane's pretty much done for and you can't recover it. There's one drop. You can see the pink flare. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out as well, because there is the Cuban glitch which still exists. Okay, all good at the moment. Now, I believe that's a flare I can see in the background. I believe that's the second drop there. Yes, it is. My glasses are doing their job. And the final one is in Palito Bay. The final one will be over this hill. There it is, at the sawmill. That's the sale done. Yeah, so it's about 5.5 million RP, so not bad by any means. We deposit the $10,000 that we get from the sale. But it wasn't the money that we cared about there, it was just getting a little bit of RP. Our bar has gone up a little bit. We'll land the plane. And we'll teleport back to our apartment. Just got to make sure that our game is definitely 100% saved our progress. There we go. Right, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream today. It is much appreciated. I'm going to be ending it here. So I'll see you on the next one.